The movement so far from mid and jungle for the side of Inertia has been extremely efficient, and I want to stress that word efficiency. Like, there's been no wasted time for them. Every time they go somewhere, they have an idea. If they don't like what they see, they turn tail and go farm somewhere, and they're going to take this dragon here.
Yep, Avaros and Venge are nowhere to be seen. They're heading back into lane. Although Dr. Pancakes and ZachDirects, they could have the potential to steal this. One wind slash could be enough. Oh, but the smite is going to come out, and this is going to be a kill for Inertia. Kill going over to Hat Senpai.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. And actually, Cho'Gath had his teleport up, but they really just didn't want to fight that. They didn't have their bot lane in position, unfortunately. Dr. Pancakes could have come down, but it seems like they didn't want to fight that. And if you don't want to fight that...
they're going for this.
Another flash burn for Riven, so they'll have about 5 minutes to kill her again. But if you're not going to go and contest that dragon as a team, then don't bother jumping in as a jungler. Even if he stole that dragon, I don't know if it would have been worth his life there. Cho'Gath can't push fast enough in top.
The thing is, with the way the new dragon works with this buff system, I feel it is worthwhile if you're able to go in there, grab it, and sacrifice yourself for the team. It's not the best outcome, sure, but you want to get those buffs stacking early on, and more importantly, you want to make sure the other team doesn't have it. So I feel it was a good move by ZachDirects. It's just unfortunate that it was not successful.
And I agree with you absolutely, but my only thought is what is Inertia going to take after they get the kill on ZachDirects there? It's going to be a 5v4, and Inertia is not the team that isn't going to take something after they pick up a kill. I would have looked at them, even if they didn't get the dragon there, they would have killed ZachDirects and then moved into mid lane there and then gotten a push down. They tried to get something on Pancakes right there, where if they had the full team, I think they would have kind of grouped up and just taken that turret immediately. They burned the flash, so I'm going to look for them to do that here in the next 2 or 3 minutes or so. Just kind of group up and then push down that mid. But that would be my only worry of them losing the dragon there, trading dragon for the life of the jungler there. But I agree with you absolutely. Dragons are quite important. Just denying the stack from the enemy team, really. This is quite the battle of behemoths here in the top lane, both Sion and Cho.
Yeah, we're really focused on there, but we should be looking more towards bottom. Advantage is taking a lot of damage again, and the Piercing Light is going to pick up the kill for Evan RL. Meanwhile, we shift back towards top. Yuri in a spot of trouble here, and it looks like Senpai is so close, but actually manages to pick it up while saving his own life there. Wow. Even if he had died, I'm sure he would have been able to pick up the kill because of that Sion passive, but still, surviving is the best option. And now, I wonder who's going to survive in this fight, because it looks like ZachDirects is just annihilating Hat Senpai here. Thankfully, though, he's got the rest of Inertia to back him up, coming on in, and Pancakes is a little too far away to really attempt to secure this red for his team.
It's such good vision and jungle control from Inertia, they just keep stealing these buffs.
There's the hook. Pancakes is going in, and they're just focusing Evan IRL. He is going to go down to advantage. It looks like Senpai is going to be the next one to fall. This one going over to Dr. Pancakes, though, and I was sure he was going to give that over to Vayne, but meanwhile, Inertia keeping up the pressure on top lane. They're going to take yet another tower there, and looks like Sion is just going to keep on pushing.
Yeah, Sion had his teleport up, but opted not to come in and help his team. Was like, I'll just feel free to take that turret there. You guys can do whatever you want. But really good job by Carry Susie Foundation, not just allowing Inertia to take that red buff again. Oh, flash can be burned by Cho. That's really unfortunate. Close. He wanted that kill so bad.
So bad. Oh, Avaros landing the leash down onto Hat Senpai, but without any ultimates, it's really not worthwhile for the Foundation to just go in and attempt to pick up a kill, especially not with Cassin waiting in the wings.
Yeah, they can really only make plays when the side of Inertia is overextending, like we just saw when they were jumping out there in the bottom side of the map trying to steal red yet again from the Carry Susie Foundation. They denied them away from that. But if they're fighting fair, kind of 5v5 in the open, it's going to be Inertia all day, every day. And Lucian has now finished his Infinity Edge, and Vayne has not finished her Blade of the Rune King. So the difference in AD carries right now is quite substantial. And like I said, I'm going to look for Inertia Gaming to group up pretty soon and start pushing down turrets.
Well, it looks like they've started to move towards the mid at least. Senpai RL is here at the very least, hanging around with Dash Senpai. And now it looks like Evan might be joining the fray in just a little bit. With Yuri hanging around here in the mid lane.
And that's exactly what... Sorry, go ahead.
I feel it could be pretty bad for... Oh, there's the hook, but no one around to capitalize on it. I feel it could be pretty rough for Inertia, just because he does offer so much CC since he is Cho'Gath.
Yeah, absolutely. But the Inertia did exactly the right thing. Oh, he's a Scion. Oh my
Oh.
god.
He's charging on in. Inertia is just going for it. With the Onslaught of Shadows too, that is going to be a very easy kill onto Dr. Pancakes. And Inertia's really just going to walk out of this scot-free. Scion's still sitting at about half HP. He's ready to fight again. And look at the pinks coming out for top. It looks like they're going to just pressure there instead of going for the mid lane.
And I think that's a really good idea, actually, to be honest, because I'm not sure how easily they could take this. Oh, they're actually going to be able to take it pretty. I was going to say that's what I'm worried about. I don't know why they're trying to fight 4v4.
Foundation have to do something, but they're just getting knocked off time and time again. Avaros gonna go down, but he is gonna take down Senpai RL with him at the very least. Now Evan is gonna get taken down. Advantage so low, but going to get killed by that Rift Walk. The only one left now is Yuri, and he doesn't have the damage to take on both Scion and Kassan in a 1v2 situation.
So even though Inertia actually kind of won that fight and took a turret in top lane, that was a little bit sloppy, to be honest. I liked the fact that Hatpie went into top lane to push down the turret, because I was kind of worried now that the Scion ult is gone, they don't have that many ways of just jumping under turret and actually safely winning a team fight or pushing down the turret. They can't siege that well against them, so I like the fact that they sent somebody who can push down turrets quickly in top lane, push down that turret. But then when you have 4v4, it's a 5v4 on the map, but you send your 5th person into top lane, so it's a 4v4 in mid. Don't fight. Don't force that turret. There's no reason to force that fight there. Basically, you killed an enemy team member, got yourself an advantage, took away your own advantage, and then forced a fight after that. So there's no reason to force the fight in mid. Let Hecarim push top, and then just slowly push in mid. Get some indecision going on the side of Carry Susie Foundation. Right there, they kind of let them get some kills and get a little bit back in the game, even though they still are quite ahead.
It's not about killing the members of the Caesar Foundation, though. It's about sending a message. And, I mean, Inertia definitely sent something there. They were showing that they were quite powerful, but oh no! Inertia Senpai might get taken down here with all of this Riven and... Oh, they're giving up so soon? With Avaros in the wings, too? I guess Scion doesn't really warrant that much of a target. Which
Yeah,
is strange, because he is a good chunk of their front line. Definitely the tankiest person on their team. And I feel like taking him out would be good, but it looks like, and now Carry Susie Foundation are going to be turned around upon. Yuri going to do his best to take out Evan, but going to just get blown up. It looks like the Foundation really aren't interested in fighting at all.
Yeah, and it's again that kind of same situation we had actually before, where Vayne was in bottom lane. Here we go, they're going to try for it, though.
Oh, they're trying for a steal once again. This time, Zach possibly getting out, but Hat Senpai not looking to let that be the case. The culling is coming down. A lot of damage being blown up onto Avaros, and Dash Senpai is there to capitalize it.
Yeah,
Is he going to keep on pressing on towards advantage? This could be a bit rough, but they are going for it. Evan RL trying to get the damage out. And it looks like a beautiful condemn. Beautiful pickup by advantage onto the Lucian. And to top it all off, a free pink ward.
And that right there is why Advantage picked Vayne, so he can make plays like that, because Vayne is a play-making AD carry, and that was quite the play right there. In a 1v3 scenario, ends up taking out his rival there, Evan RL, with a beautiful condemn into the wall, pops the Bork Actor for the extra damage, and down goes Lucian.
That was such an amazing turnaround, and I'm so glad that we saw Advantage just keep his head long enough to pull out a play like that, because it's so easy when you've got a Hecarim charging down on you to kind of just lose your head, utterly panic, but not the case from Advantage here. He's now finished off his Blade of the Rune King, but he's still a little bit behind Evan RL. He needs to catch up on that CS to really hit that late game vein that he wants to be.
Yeah, even though the Bork as well as, of course, the Zerker Greaves are going to have a nice little decent spike for him, it's nothing compared to the spike that Lucian is sitting on right now. Like you said, it's really going to take Vayne to have a few more items until she can reach the point where she can start doing the crazy 1v5s, but Scion has a TP up and he's pushing in top lane right now.
And the Foundation need to answer this. They've got
Here it
4
is.
mid, but he's coming in from the side. I'm waiting on this ultimate. I'm waiting for the bell. There it is. He's coming in, but he's going to miss everyone. Getting a bit of a slow onto Yuri, but Yuri's going to be safe thanks to that Dark Passage from Thresh.
Yeah, that's a nice little play there by Avros, and Avros has been hitting some nice hooks, getting some good lanterns, keeping his team safe, but now that they realize that they've kind of got them on their hind legs, they're going to set up some vision around Baron and possibly get a bait going. The vision for Inertia has just been above and beyond in this game so far. They know exactly what's going on the map at all times.
They just have wards everywhere you could ever really... Oh no! Zach getting caught out. Going to possibly get out with that Bolt Breaker, but going back in, trying to pick up the kill. Not going to be worth it, though. And with the Foundation's jungler out of the way, possibly their AD carry, too. Ooh. This could be very bad, and it looks like it's just got worse. Hat Senpai going to be taken down by Advantage here, and it looks like Evan also taking a fair amount of damage. That's Sion providing so much pressure in the jungle, though. And look at Dash Senpai just jumping on in, absolutely annihilating Foundation's backline, taking out both Riven and Vayne there, and Yuri might be able to survive here. But I feel it's more at Inertia's leisure rather than the fact that he was able to get out all on his own.
I would have to agree with you there. It seems like Inertia's kind of just having some fun. They got a huge wave in bot lane that they're gonna have to take care of before it pushes into their turret there. Let's see what the turret's HP is at. No, it's fine. It'll survive, but it's gonna be a bunch of farm wastes. Hopefully, someone can get down there and deal with that. But like you were saying, there's just vision absolutely everywhere. Fortunately for the side of Karasuzi Foundation, their blue buff is going to be spawning when the silence has kind of taken over the map and everyone's going to be just farming safely. So nice blue buff instead of the constant, I guess, battle for the buffs of Karasuzi Foundation that's been going on most of this game. Inertia's been trying to steal every buff that they can from Karasuzi.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't know if we could even call it a battle at this point. I feel like Inertia is just taking whatever they want. There isn't really much of a contest coming out by the Foundation. It's kind of just like, oh, another buff stolen again, and we don't really have much of an answer for it. That's what I feel is coming out from the Foundation at the moment. And they've got to be a little bit more proactive when it comes to taking these buffs back for themselves.
Yeah, there was that one time where they actually did defend their red nicely there, but it was, like you said, it was kind of 1 out of 3 or 4 times where it's been taken, and they were able to only keep it safe once. Here's the Sion ult.
Oh, he's going in. He's going to catch Zac. He's going to interrupt the Vault Breaker as well. Beautifully done. But now it looks like Avros is in a spot of trouble himself, being taken down incredibly low. The Culling is going to pick up the kill there. And whether or not Inertia dives for that tanky Cho'Gath is another story. Probably not the best move, but with 2 members of the Foundation down, this could very easily be a free mid-tower for Inertia.
Yeah, it should be here. We've got about 7 seconds or so on ZachDirects, about 10 on Avros to come back up, but they should be able to take this for free, back out, and then set up some nice vision to go for Baron, push some side waves, things like that. I'm assuming that what they want to do is, actually we got a dragon in about a minute, so they should set up for that here. It looks like Janna's going to be going over to deal with that right now.
This will be dragon number 3 for Inertia now. They have done a fantastic job of staying on top of it. I'm waiting on the Baron pickups, though. I'm waiting to see that happen. I wonder if Inertia is just going to ignore it this game. Because the thing is, they've taken out ZachDirects early on in fights for these last 2 big team fights that we've seen. So they've always had the option to just back out and make a play at Baron. Ooh. Are the Foundation actually going for it? This is fairly risky.
Yeah.
Yuri taking a fair amount of damage there because of it. That was a bit weird. That was a bit weird.
I think Yuri started attacking the Baron and was like, hey guys, let's do it. And they're like, no, we're not doing that. Ping, 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 get out of here. Here we go.
Going into nice flash coming out from Avros.
And Sion's just gonna keep going. I'll see you guys later.
I mean, he doesn't care. Inertia Senpai does what he pleases. The new moon, though.
Yeah, exactly. Sion is just an unbreakable wall. But we've got Evan RL pushing in the bot lane, which I like. They should be able to hold them 4v5 here. And actually, nice tornado.
Beautiful.
Oh no, the hook. They're not doing anything about it. They need to force this fight. The side of Karasuzi needs to do something. They need to back or force this fight immediately. I think they should back, yeah.
Yeah, Evan's already taken 1 tower. He should have no problem taking a second. The problem is that you don't have this easy engage from Sion at the moment. You've still got all of these dashes from Kassadin on Dash Senpai from mid lane, but the Foundation are just having such a rough time getting back to that bot lane before Evan Arl can take it. And that is just amazing job of split pushing. Because the thing is, when it's the AD carry, usually there's a good answer to it, but oh, I'll cut myself off because it looks like the fighting is going to begin. ZachDirect's going to ult in, but he's being taken so low, going to get taken down by Dash Senpai. Meanwhile, the rest of Inertia is going to just press on in. Advantage going to get taken down. Dr. Painkink's going to fall as well. The Yuri next one, and it looks like Avros going to go down to 1 last crit coming out from Evan RL. That's an ace and an easy inhib. Oh, and a surrender vote. So an easy game for Inertia.
Yeah, that is going to be Inertia taking the win. That was, of course, their best executed team fight right at the end there, and I think that Carrie Susie Foundation kind of felt that as well. Like you were talking about earlier, it's about kind of setting a presence, kind of getting in your enemy's head, and I think right there at the end, Carrie Susie Foundation was like, yeah, that was kind of our last shot right there. We just got demolished in that fight. It was set up reasonably for us. They have a turret down in bot lane.